So today I thought we'd talk a little bit about Harley exhaust and what the differences are between the stock exhaust, slip-ons, and a full system. We're in the garage today, it's raining outside, really can't ride, so I thought this would be a good video for you guys that are curious about what the differences are. I know when you first get the bike, the exhaust selection is quite daunting because there's so many. So I'm going to give you the breakdown of the stock exhaust, a slip-on, and a full system. So let's get to it. Alright, so here's our stock exhaust system. We'll start out with the muffler. This is the stock muffler. It's pretty heavy. I don't know, 5-6 pounds, and of course you have two of them. And if you look down through there, no daylight. That's because this thing is full of baffling and a catalytic converter in both of them. So it's basically a big cork. That's why it produces a muffled sound and mediocre performance. And on top of that, this is your stock header, which isn't bad, free flowing, but it does have this crossover tube here. Sorry for the view. So you have that, then your heat shield there, which goes on both, and this is your mounting bracket that holds everything on the bike. So this is your stock exhaust. Like I said, it comes from the factory this way. The sound's not very good and the performance isn't either. So let me set something else up and I'll be right back. Alright, so here's option number 2. Still using your stock header system, your stock heat shields, and your stock mounting bracket. You remove the stock mufflers and you replace them with a slip-on like this. This is a Vance Hines slip-on. So if you look down through there, straight through. No baffling material, nothing, just a straight shot. This really improves the sound of your bike, the flow of your bike, and the horsepower of your bike. It's going to be limited because you're still using your stock headers, but the sound's going to be there. If you just do slip-ons without an air cleaner, you do not have to retune your bike. But if you do slip-ons with an air cleaner, then you have to retune. What I recommend for something like that is the Vance Hines FP3. Very easy tuner to use. Plug it in your bike, connects to your smartphone via Wi-Fi, Apple or Android. It automatically determines what bike you have. You tell them what parts that you're installing and it suggests or gives you a map to flash. Maybe takes 5 minutes. Flash it, start it, ride it. You're done. So that's the difference between the stock exhaust and a slip-on exhaust. Let me get one more out for you. Alright guys, so this is your Short Shot staggered full exhaust system. As you can see, there's no header, no separate mufflers. They're all integrated one piece. Let's grab one and take a look. Alright, so here's your Short Shot. This is the rear cylinder here. There's your flange mount. Underneath on both, you have threaded holes for your O2 sensors. If you don't have an O2 sensor, it'll come with a bung to screw in. Integrated muffler design right on the header. Really can't see through it because of the bends, but as you can see, there's a baffle in there, which can be removed by taking this screw out, and it slides right out. There's 3 options: competition baffle, standard baffle, which this is, and the quiet baffle. So there's that. Let me set this down. We'll talk a little bit more about baffles. So on my bike, I have the quiet baffle. The reason being, those stock, the standard baffle, they're quite loud. I mean, they're real loud, actually. And they're so free-flowing that you lose a little bit of the low-end torque because there's no back pressure. But what you lose in low-end, you gain in high-end. Again, this is minimal. This is more numbers than actual feeling on the bike. So I put the quiet baffles in mine, which create a little bit more back pressure and give you the low end torque. It really doesn't quiet them down that much. It's more of a tone change. Now if you do run a full system, even if you do not change the air cleaner, you still need to retune your bike because it is getting a much more flow, so more air is flowing through. And especially if you're running the free flowing exhaust and a free flowing air cleaner. I'll put a link for the Short Shot staggereds below, and I'll also put a link for the twin slash slip-ons below. again, the Vance Hines stuff, great quality, you can't go wrong. At least in my book, that's my opinion. And their customer service is great. I did have a problem with the mounting bracket cracked on a set of the Short Shot staggereds. I gave them a call. 3 days later, I had a new one sitting at the door. So their customer service is great. I can't recommend Vance Hines enough, but again, there's all kinds of manufacturers out there for full systems and slip-ons. Take a look and see what you like. They're all going to sound a little bit different. They're all going to behave a little bit different on the bike, but it's all going to be an increase of what you get from the factory. Hey, I'll give this bike a start so you guys can hear what this exhaust sounds like. Again, this is Short Shot staggered with the quiet baffles. So let's get it started and see what you think. So again, I hope this video helped you out, gave you a little bit more information on what the differences of the three exhausts are. If it did, please think about subscribing to the channel and giving this video a like. I sure would appreciate it. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Again, guys, ride safe and be careful out there.